Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this very exciting video for you, which is an art haul. So you might already have seen my excursion in the Canadian winter. I went to 2 art stores and I got a bunch of stuff, so I'm super excited to show everything to you, and later we're gonna have a swatching party. Okay, so let's start with these little boxes. So I first went to H&M, which is a local store here in Montreal. So I got some very exciting colors. Woo. I got a bunch of neocolor tools. Here they are. Ooh, look at these colors. Oh my god. For those who don't know, Caran makes neocolor 1s and neocolor 2s. Neocolor 1s are just regular wax pastels, and neocolor 2s are like watercolors. So they're wax pastels, but when you put water on top, it becomes paint. So it's super nice to use in a sketchbook or when you're traveling and you don't really want to. I feel like it's more portable, and I really enjoy using those. So I got these. The reason is that I had these 5 colors. Oh no, I have another one. Where is it? This one? Yeah, I first started with these 2 just to try them out a couple of years ago. So I started with olive, regular olive, and burnt sienna. These are colors that I'm really drawn towards. So I started with these 2 and I used them a little bit for a project I had back then, and I kind of forgot about them. But recently I picked them up again and I've been loving them. So I got a couple more colors after that, just so I can get a more complete set. So I got an ochre, a scarlet, indigo blue, Van Dyke brown, and this Chinese green, which broke but is still working really well. So I had these colors first. But as you can see, these are pretty neutral colors. It's a good starting range, but I wanted more. I've been using these a lot lately, and I decided it would be fun to have a couple of funkier colors, something that would just broaden my range of colors and my options. So I got these beautiful colors. I can't get over them. They are so pretty. If they look used a little bit already, it's because I've tried them out, but I haven't swatched them yet. So we're gonna have some fun doing that later. Here we have golden yellow, Veronese green, ultramarine blue, light cobalt blue hue, lime green, light olive, periwinkle blue, chromium oxide green, purple, and vermilion. So that's what I got as of neocolor tools. Then I got some pencils. Okay, first let me start with a pencil set. These are derwent watercolor pencils. I had a couple beforehand. These 5 colors. I recently changed my mind about watercolor pencils. You may have seen a video where I apologized to them, and I used this set actually to create a very cool drawing, if I do say so myself. So yeah, I had these 5 colors and I decided I wanted more. I wanted a more complete set. So I got this derwent watercolor pencil set. It contains 24 pencils, and it's like the basic colors that you expect to find in any set for any medium. So you can see them here. So I've used them already, but I haven't swatched them here for you. So we're gonna do that later. And then I decided that it would be fun to get a couple more colors, something maybe, I don't want to say funky, but like a bit more specialized maybe, like something that you wouldn't find in a set. So I got these. These are by Caran, by the way, so a different brand. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's a difference between brands as well. So here we have pink, Indian red, golden ochre, light lemon yellow, spring green, and malachite light green. Here we are. Lots of watercolor pencils to swatch later. Very exciting. Then I was walking around and I found these neon colors. These are Prismacolor Premier pencils. So these are just normal color pencils, but I got some funky colors. So I got this neon yellow, neon orange, neon pink, and this one is a chartreuse. So it's not neon per se, but it's very bright and very pretty. So I got those. Then I went to the side. Oh no, I forgot. I got these. These are a new medium for me. These are pan pastels. So it's like soft pastels, but in a pan. I haven't really worked with pastels. I've seen them being used a lot in Sandy Hester's video and they look so fun. The texture looks so fun. But my problem is that they give me goosebumps. Just when I think about the texture, I have goosebumps now. I don't know if you can see. Like the kind of goosebumps that you have when you think about nails on a chalkboard. It gives me the same kind of goosebumps. Oh, whew. So that's why I haven't gotten any pastels. Also, I feel like they are a bit messy. They're dusty. I have to use fixative, which I haven't gotten the hang of. Every time I use fixative, I feel like it's not working. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Maybe I'm not putting enough coats. Anyway, whatever. So I saw Sandy Hester. She got these pan pastels. I think she got a couple of colors to try them out. They look so fun. And I thought that maybe the fact that they are in these pans would be better for me in terms of goosebumps. Maybe I would have less. So I got just 3 colors. They are quite expensive. They were about $9 to $11 each. So I just got 3 to try them out. But just holding them, I'm having goosebumps right now. So we'll see. I have this one in bright yellow green. Such a pretty color. I have this burnt sienna, a classic. And I have this yellow ochre. So I have, I think, 3 basic colors that are going to be very fun to use. I can use them for backgrounds. And yeah. So that's it for this first store. Then I went to Desart. Desart is a local art store that we have here in Quebec. We have a couple in Montreal where I live. So I went there because I had a gift card that I got for Christmas. The only thing is that I forgot it home. So I still got some stuff. I'm just going to have to use the gift card later. I'm sure I'm going to find a use for it. So I got, first of all, these 3 watercolors from Daniel Smith. So we have French Ultramarine, Spring Green, and Quinacridone Rose. So I have these 3. Can't wait to swatch them. And last of all, I got this watercolor brush by Raphael. It's this shape. It's a size 8. It's the shape that I find myself using the most. So I use these 2 a lot. So this size is an in-between pretty much. But these watercolor brushes I got on Amazon. It's by the brand Mozart Supplies. And they're okay. But Raphael brushes are, the quality is just so much better. And I know that because I have this one, which I use a lot too, but it's a lot bigger. And I also have, I got this tiny one right there by the brand Raphael also. And another one that is like a lot bigger that I used to do like backgrounds and big swatches. So I decided I would get one brush in the size that I use the most. Because these are so good. They retain so much water, so much paint compared to these where you have to dip your brush again and again constantly. So I thought, let's get this one and I'm gonna use it to swatch my paints here. So we'll have a good look at it. So that's it. We are now going to swatch everything. We're going to start, I think, with the Prismacolor colored pencils. Okay, here we go. Let's start with neon yellow, which is super bright. Oh my god, this is pretty. This is creamy, buttery. This is smooth. Look at this. Oh, amazing. I'm sorry. This is too pretty. Okay. And now we have chartreuse, which is not neon, not like the others, but that is very pretty also. And for this one, I've been inspired by Aliona from Aliona's Watercolor Creations. I think that's her channel name. She loves chartreuse, and she's swatched like every medium that exists in this color pretty much. So I saw it and I was like, yeah, it needs to come home with me. Now we have neon orange, which is another super pretty color. I think it's going to be great in my drawings. And finishing up with neon pink. Oh, this is pretty. I wonder how well they stack up like on each other. So let's try to put a bit of yellow here. And what if I add some pink on top? Yeah, pretty good. And some orange. Oh, and some green. Yeah, it's nice. So cute. Okay, then I think that we will stay with the colored pencils. These are from Derwent watercolor pencils. Well, you've seen a drawing that I've done with them, but now I really want to take the time to swatch all of the colors and see how well they behave on this paper, which is a mixed media paper. And we're gonna swatch the extra colors that I got also. So I did somewhat of an order that I think is gonna make sense. Now my plan is I'm going to start with just drawing. Ah, so creamy. So this is deep cadmium. And after that, I'm gonna wet an area. So I'm leaving myself a bit of space to see if how I can push the paint around. So this is deep cadmium. Now we have lemon cadmium, which I guess I could have switch the order for these two because lemon cadmium is a bit lighter than deep cadmium, but oh well. Still okay. Now we have orange chrome. I really like these pencils. They're really creamy. They're really easy to use. I really like to sketch with these pencils and play with the texture. Rose pink here. I think this watercolor pencils might be one of my 2022 like discoveries, or like the 2022 stars for me. I think that's what I would have to choose. It's a pretty late discovery for me in the year. I think I realized how beautiful and how amazing and how versatile this medium is for me. Something switched in my head concerning these, because at first I wasn't too impressed, but now I love them so much. Spectrum blue right now. Yeah, so I've been using them more and more, and I've gotten more of them. Prussian blue. This kit contains a lot of blues, which is something that was very surprising to me. Blues are really helpful, very useful. It's just, I find that there's so many blues. Well, there's 3 of them. There's a lot more greens than blues, in fact. So I find that there's a lot of greens, but there's only one red. There's one color that is like an oxide red or something. It's more of an earth tone, but I would have thought that I would have had at least 2 reds. 2 like obviously red reds. And a set of earth tones, but maybe one of the earth tones that we're gonna find will work well for red. Okay, emerald green. I have to make sure that I have the right pencils with all the names. because it would be sad to make a mistake. So I got this kit because I thought that it would give me like the most basic colors, everything I need to start with watercolor pencils. And what I like about them is that they're not very dusty, just a little bit, but it's not a problem. Now let's move to the second row. We're on to mineral green. I think it's our last green, but you can see we have 5 greens. They're all very pretty. I'm not complaining. I love greens. I think they each have their spot there. They deserve their spot. It's just like, why only one red? Only one pink. Pink I don't really mind. I don't use pink too much. It's the proportion of things that is a bit confusing to me. But it's just a comment. I'm not really complaining about it. It's just something I noticed, and I got some more pencils after that. So really, I'm fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. This I really like, light violet. Now we're moving on to imperial purple, which is a very pretty color too. And like, another question, why 2 purples but only 1 red? Oh, now we're moving to golden brown. We're starting to swatch the earth tones. I'm sorry if my speech is a bit weird. Thinking and speaking and drawing at the same time is always difficult for me. Terracotta. Oh, this is a beautiful color. I have 2 of these because I already had this color. This was one of the few colors that I had before I bought this set. I didn't know that this color was in this set as well, but I'm very happy it is because I'm gonna use it a lot for sure. Crimson Lake. So this, okay, maybe this is a red. I'm very sorry about everything I said before. I obviously was wrong. This is a red. I put, what's going on? It's a bit dirty, I think. I put this red with the earth tones, which I think is not wrong. Is it right? I'm not sure either. It's just there. It's fine there, but this is a red. So we have 2 reds. All is good in the world. Now brown ochre. So we had golden brown here. Now we're gonna swatch brown ochre, which looks like a similar color. Yeah, you can see it's different. It's a bit less golden. So I think the names are right. But it's quite similar. Very lovely. Now we're going to go swatch Cooper. How many O's did I put? 3? It's Cooper with 1 O and 2 P's. I don't know what I did. Cooper Beach, B-E-E-C-H. That is not a mistake. Gunmetal, pow pow. This is very heavy metal. Blue gray, which I guess would be like the Payne's gray of this set. Yes, it's very pretty. I used to use Payne's gray a lot in all of my watercolors and pretty much everything I did, and I think last year I haven't really used it. I moved on to other stuff. Ivory black. And the last one is gonna be Chinese white. I'm still gonna swatch it, but obviously you won't see it. It's white. I'm just gonna swatch it because I really wanna complete everything. I want to leave no spot untouched, but is this useful? I don't think so. All right, so here are all the colors. They are so pretty, so colorful. Beautiful. So what we're gonna do now is that we are going to add some water and see how they behave. I'm going to use this new watercolor brush that I got. This is a Raphael. It's a synthetic brush, number 8, in this shape. I don't know how it's called. We're gonna start with the yellows here. Yeah, this is pretty. I find that it holds a lot of water and a lot of paint, so I'm really happy I got this one. The one I was using before was a similar size. I think I already told you. Similar size, but not as good. Obviously, it came from a set from Amazon, so I can't expect the other brush that I had to be as good as this. So that's why I got this one. Let's do chrome orange. Yeah, it's so pretty. Rose pink. This one I think is a bit tougher to re-wet compared to the others. Maybe it's just because it's a lot paler, so you don't see the paint as well as the other colors. But it's okay, it's not a problem, I think. Deep vermilion. I remember too when I first swatched my watercolor pencils, the other few colors that I owned, I thought it was weird that you could still see the texture underneath, and I wasn't really pleased with that. But now I love it. I love being able to see the strokes you did while drawing. I think it adds more dimension, it adds more texture. How can you not love it? Okay, now let's do spectrum blue. This one too, I think, maybe a bit tougher to re-wet, but still, it does a good job. Prussian blue, I think this one is gonna be very pretty. Yeah, you can see the pencil marks under very well, which is okay. Oh, now the greens. I love greens. May green is so pretty. It looks a bit like chartreuse, doesn't it? Chartreuse is a bit more yellow, a bit more golden maybe, but you can see that there's a lot of luminosity in May green as well. Grass green. I think I only put one S at grass. I made some mistakes today. Spelling mistakes. Emerald green, which is such a pretty color. And what I like about my greens is to mix them with some reds and some pinks to lower the saturation, to neutralize them a bit. And with these pencils, it's really nice being able to draw, let's say, a first layer of green, and then on top you draw with some red, and then after that you add the water and everything mixes together. This olive green is so pretty. Wow. It almost looks like it's granulating. I think it's just the texture under the water, but so pretty. I'm gonna show you some close-ups after. Now the last green, mineral green, which also is a very pretty color. They all are, to be honest. I'm very pleased with this set. Now light violet. So cute. Imperial purple. Oh, I think we're gonna have a visitor. The earth tones, which are colors that I use and love a lot. This golden brown is so beautiful. Oh, wow. For autumn landscapes, it's gonna be perfect. The terracotta too, I really like it. Let's see it. Yeah. This color combination is so pretty. Now let's watch our second red, the one that I thought did not exist in this set, but obviously this is our cool red. The deep vermilion was our warm red, and this one, Crimson Lake, is our cool red. Yeah, very cute. Then last row, we're gonna swatch brown ochre, see how different it is from yellow, golden ochre. I mean this one. When we add some water, we can see the difference even better. Yeah, so pretty. Now this Cooper Beach. These last ones are the colors that I like the least. I think Cooper Beach will be a very useful color. It's not a color that I like this much per se, but I know I'm gonna use it a lot because I draw lots of landscapes, so in the trees and the ground, you know, this is gonna be very helpful. So I would say like these ones. Definitely I don't see myself using them too much, especially gunmetal. I'm not a big fan of grays in general. And like this kind of graphite gray is nothing exciting for me. I mean, we have it, so I guess we might use it a little bit sometimes. This blue gray I can use, yeah. I like to use this kind of color in the shadows. So this is pretty, and especially with the water. I really like the blue, how it comes out. Let's do the white first, which you won't see. I don't even see. I don't even know what I'm doing. I think I see, maybe I see something. And let's finish with the ivory black. Yeah. It's pretty too, yeah. It's really nice. Such beautiful colors. Ooh. Now we're going to swatch the other watercolor pencils that I got. These are from the brand Caran. And I just realized I thought that I had 6 colors, but turns out that this one, the yellow ochre, is not a watercolor pencil. It's a normal pencil. So let's swatch it right away. It's very pretty. It's very creamy, very buttery, but it doesn't reactivate when wet. I still really like this color. So maybe I'm going to get a color like this, but from the watercolor brand. So we have, first of all, light lemon yellow, which is a color that, just from the looks of it like that, is not something I would go for. But I got it because I thought it would be nice for a pop of color or to add some highlights or stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to use it a lot. Now we have this beautiful spring green. Does it look like May green? We can compare after. Now we have this malachite light green. I'm not sure if the name is just malachite or if it's just light green, so I wrote the two of them. A very pretty color, very beautiful turquoise. And then we have pink, which also is not a color that I would go for usually, but I think it's gonna be great for highlights, and it's not a color that I had, so I thought it would be good to complete this set. And now we have Indian red, because I got it because I thought I only had one red, but turns out I had one already. I think it's the crimson red. Here we had this one, so we'll see how similar they are. I really like how easily they reactivate. I don't think you see, well, from this one, the light lemon yellow, we don't really see the drawing lines under too well. Same with the spring green. It's so beautiful. I really like the luminosity of it, the yellow that pops through when we wet it. Ah, so pretty. Malachite light green. So I've tried these once when I went to paint in a coffee shop, but I did not swatch them beforehand. So it's my first time swatching them and having a proper look at these, and I really like them. Now the pink. Yeah, they really re-wet very easily. And to finish off, let's wet the Indian red. Ooh, very beautiful. I think it's different than the crimson. Wow. Yeah, we can compare once they're dry, but I think it's very different. then I think we could swatch these. They're so pretty. They're just so pretty. You can really see I had like a color palette there because I really went from like spring-like colors for a bit more of a pastel, something brighter, which is not something I was used to before. I always went to these types of colors, which were more on the neutral side. But you know, your girl is changing. Let's swatch golden yellow. I love these wax pencils so much. I really like their texture. They're just so fun to play with, and it brings me back to when I was younger. You know, when you wait at the restaurant and they bring you these wax pencils, and it's just a fun feeling. This vermilion is so pretty. These two together, wow. Now this is a color that is named purple, but I thought that it looked more like a pink. And yeah, it feels like a pink, I would say, more than a purple. That's why I got it, because I didn't want to get a purple, really. I wanted a pink, because I thought it would be better. Like it's a base color, I feel like. You need a pink in your set. Even if you don't use a lot of pinks, if you want to have like a complete set, I think it's useful to have a pink. So lime green, very pretty. I got a couple of greens, but they all are so different from one another. Light olive. So now I have a light olive and I have a dark olive. This is the one I had before. Now we have this chromium oxide green, which is such a beautiful color. Oh, wow. It's like a sagey color, but maybe a bit darker than a sage. Now we have Veronese green. I'm not sure how to pronounce. Veronese green, I think, which is this beautiful, cool tone green. A bit like a turquoise that is a bit on the greener side. And now we have this light cobalt blue hue, which I thought would be great for skies or for sidewalks or to replace grays. I think it's gonna be good. And an ultramarine, because it's like one of your staples in every kit. Now I have one. And we have this periwinkle blue, which I thought was more like a violet. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's a blue. But I don't know what the periwinkle is. Is it a type of flower? And to finish off, we have burnt sienna, because this one too is one of your staples. You want to burn sienna in your kit. Wonderful. Okay, let's wet everything. This is the most exciting part. So let's start with golden yellow. Oh, wow. So what I like to do these days is use a mix of these neocolor tools with watercolor pencils. I have so much fun. Vermilion. These are so creamy, so buttery. When you add the water, you really feel the texture. It's so fun. And I kind of like mixing my colors before I wet them. So applying a couple of colors next to each other in their dry form. And then you add the water and then it creates a mix. It's fun because you don't exactly know what the final color is gonna look like. So it's a bit of a surprise. Ah, this lime green. So pretty. So these two, I used them in a coffee shop after buying them, but I didn't swatch them before. So I used them with a bunch of other media. Oh, this light olive is not a neocolor too. It says neocolor too though on here, but it's different than the others. As you can see, there's another sticker on top, but it was with the neocolor twos. but it doesn't re-wet. Imposter? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to remove the sticker to see what it says. Have I been lied to? Anyway, it's very pretty. I'm gonna use it a lot for sure. Let's deal with that later. Let's wet chromium oxide green, which is a pretty color. So pretty. I want everything to be this color. My walls, my wardrobe, my eyeshadow, my eyeliner, everything. Varnish green. This is gonna be great in mixes too. And to add a pop of color here and there. Good. Light cobalt blue hue. See how when you wet it, it gets a bit lighter. You can dilute it, just put a touch here and there, and then you add some water and you can create a dark moody sky. Well, dark, not too dark, but a bit on a grayish side. So you can use it for a gray day. Ultramarine, beautiful. And periwinkle blue. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is not a blue. This is not a blue at all. It's so creamy. Oh my god. And let's finish off with burnt sienna before my battery dies. Amazing. Okay, well, let's try to remove this sticker and see what this really is. Neocolor 2. I removed it and here it says Neocolor 1. I have been duped. So if you were wondering what the difference between Neocolor 1 and 2 is, this is it. But you know, I'm still gonna use it. I like this color, so I'm gonna find good use for it for sure. So we're done with my new Neocolor 2s and 1. And we're gonna move on to the next thing. I have 2 things left. I have a little bit of space here, which I'm going to use for my Daniel Smith watercolors. I got 3 tubes. We have spring green, French ultramarine, and quinacridone rose. So the reason why I bought them is that I want to put French ultramarine and quinacridone rose in my travel watercolor palette, which is here. I'm gonna do a video about that soon. So I'm gonna switch out this color, this hydrogen blue, for the French ultramarine. So it's gonna be my warm blue. And I'm going to switch this one, which is the Van Gogh quinacridone rose, for this Daniel Smith one, just because the quality will be better. And I find myself using quinacridone rose a lot for my mixes. And yeah, we are going to switch the colors. Oh my god, I have a lot of spring green. Let's use this. And I think I have way too much spring green, so I'm gonna put some and place it in my palette here to be used later. I got the spring green just because it looked pretty. I didn't need it, but it looks so pretty. So I thought, why not? I work hard, I can play hard, right? So it's very pretty, it's very luminous, very vibrant. I think it's gonna be amazing in mixes. In fact, this spring green and this quinacridone rose would probably be amazing. And with this ultramarine too, I bet we could create some really pretty colors. We could play with them a little bit on the next page. This ultramarine is so beautiful. I see why it was recommended. I know that it's a really good pigment for mixes, but it's so pretty. Wow. And this quinacridone rose, which is very beautiful as well. Why don't we have some fun on the next page, mixing these three colors? Okay, let's make a mix of this green and add a bit of pink in there. So we get this kind of dark olive. Ooh, this is pretty. And if we add a bit more pink, then we get more towards a brown. This brush too is amazing. I'm so glad I got it. And now a bit more pink, just for the fun of it. A very pretty color also. Wow. And I just want to put like a dot of pink here, so I remember it's this color, this pink, with this green. Now what if we mix some of this green with the French ultramarine? Oh, this is pretty. Oh, wow. Oh, you can see. Well, I'm gonna swatch it right now. Oh, wow. I need to use this color immediately. And add a bit more French ultramarine. This is so pretty. Ooh. Now I added even more French ultramarine. Yeah, what a beautiful mix. And now let's mix some French ultramarine with some pink. Oh, wow. This color. Oh. Let's add some pink. Wow. So vibrant. Okay, I think I'm in love. So we can create some amazing mixes with the new colors that I got. I'm so glad I did. All right. Beautiful. Now we have our last thing to swatch, which are these pan pastels. I'm very excited to try them. I have not tried them yet. I've seen them being used only once in an art haul by Sandy Hester, and they looked truly amazing. So we're going to have some fun with them. I hope this light isn't too bad. I know that it's getting darker outside, so I hope it's still fine. So I wrote the pan pastels, I wrote the colors. So let's open them. These look like makeup, so pretty. Now I'm about to touch it, and already I feel goosebumps. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. So I know that with the finger is not ideal. Oh, goosebumps. But that's why they also sell some sponges, but I already had these, so I figured I would just use them. But I saw that they sell a bunch of different sizes of sponges. Oh yeah. Oh my god. For backgrounds, it's gonna be so good. I'm gonna try to do each color and then try to mix them and try to add some water. Oh, so bright. It's not as dusty as I thought it could be, so that's good. I like that you can do some texture depending on how you use the brush. Let me just use a brush I don't care too much about. And try to add water, see if it reactivates or not. A little bit. What if I wet the sponge? Oh yeah. Yeah, this is very nice. Yeah, when I wet the sponge, the result is 1,000 times better. This paper is not the best for this technique, so excuse the kind of piling that you can see. Yeah, this is great. Oh, so nice. I can't wait to use them. And they're not really dusty, not too dusty at least. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay, so we're gonna leave this to dry. I'm going to show you some close-ups. That's it for this art haul already. Well, already. It's quite a lot of new art supplies. I didn't realize how much art supplies I had. My God, I still have some shivers. Ooh, goosebumps. It's because of this texture. It's not that bad, it's just in my head. I've always hated the texture of pastels, so even if these are not the same, these are in a different form, I still have these goosebumps when I think of them. I hope this passes because I really like them. Okay, so I'm going to show you some close-ups, but before that, I wanted to thank you for being here with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this art haul. I hope that it inspired you. And please let me know if you have some tips for me, some suggestions, anything, really. I would appreciate it all. So leave a like if you're still here. Leave a comment and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. So the page here bled through this one, but don't mind it. You can still see the beautiful colors.